In the previous tutorial, /post/rust tutorial requests/ we learned to make HTTP requests. Now we build the other side, a REST API server with Axum. Let's break it down. Your first Axum server, the handler function root, is a plain async function that returns a string. Axum converts it to an HTTP response automatically. Any type that implements into response can be returned from a handler. Data models for our to-do API, we need these types. We use separate types for creating and updating todos. Create to-do only needs a title. Update to-do has optional fields. You can update just the title, just the completion status, or both. Application state REST APIs need shared state, a database connection, configuration, or in our case, an in-memory store. Axum uses the state extractor to share data across handlers. We use Arc, RWLock, because Arc lets multiple handlers share the same data. RWLock allows multiple readers or one writer at a time. Multiple GET requests can read at the same time. Post/put/delete get exclusive write access. Extractors are how Axum parses incoming requests. You add them as function parameters, and Axum fills them in automatically. JSON extractor, request body parse a JSON request body into a struct. Path extractor, URL parameters extract values from the URL path. Query extractor, query parameters parse query string parameters. State extractor, shared application state access the shared application state. Building CRUD handlers list all todos, get /todos. This handler reads the to-do list, applies pagination, and returns a JSON response with metadata. Create a to-do, post/todos, key patterns. Validate the input before processing, return status code. bad_request 400 for invalid input, return status code. Created 201. On success, trim whitespace from user input, get a single to-do, get /todos/id. Update a to-do, put /todos/id. The update to-do struct uses option fields. If a field is none, we skip it. Setting up routes connect handlers to URL paths. Each .route maps a path to one or more HTTP methods. You can chain methods like .get, handler, .post, handler on the same route. Path parameters in Axum 0.8. Path parameters use curly braces /todos/id. CORS middleware. If your API will be called from a web browser, you need CORS headers. The layer method adds middleware to all routes. For production, replace any with specific origins and methods. Health check endpoint. Every API should have a health check endpoint. Load balancers and monitoring tools use this to check if your server is running. Response types. Axum handlers can return any type that implements into response. When you return a tuple of status code, JSON T, Axum sets the status code and serializes the JSON body. Error handling for production APIs. Define consistent error responses. You can also use impl into response to return different response types from the same function, as we did in the CRUD handlers above. Testing for unit tests. Test the state and business logic directly without starting a server. Running and testing the API. Start the server. Test with curl. Common mistakes. Mistake 1. Forgetting to drop write locks. Mistake 2. Not validating input. Mistake 3. Using RWLock when mutex is enough if your data is small and locks are short. Mutex is simpler and often faster. Use RWLock when you have many more reads than writes. A note on logging. In this tutorial, we used println for the server startup message. For real production servers, use the tracing crate instead.